Hello and welcome. Now we will create this maze game. Alright, let me show you first how the game should work. Alright, let me click on the green flag, and when we click on the green flag, the elephant should say something, and we have to move the elephant. Okay, we have to move the elephant through this maze and make it reach these bananas. Okay, to control the elephant, we have to use the arrow keys on our keyboard. Okay, if the elephant touches the walls of this maze like this, then it has to start from the beginning. Okay, and also if it touches the lion that is moving here, it has to start from the beginning. Okay, so making sure that the elephant doesn't touch the walls of the maze and also the lion which is roaming here, it has to reach the bananas, and when it reaches the bananas, the game should end. All right, so this is what we will be creating now. Let us start. All right, let us start writing the codes. Okay, the first thing that we need is the backdrop of a maze. All right, now there are two ways by which we can have the backdrop of a maze. First way is to go to choose a backdrop and then select paint. Okay, and here using this line option, we have to draw a maze like this. Okay, now the thickness of this is too less, and so you can increase the thickness here. Okay, I will keep it as 10. Now from here you can draw like this. If you hold the shift button, if you press and hold the shift button on the keyboard, and if you draw, then the lines will come straight. Okay, so you can draw like this. This is one way. Okay, if you want to do this, you can do this. One more way is by uploading an already created maze. Okay, you can create a maze using Paint or Canva or any image editing software, and then upload the backdrop using this option. Okay, this is the second option. So now I have created a maze and I will upload it. Okay, because creating a maze here will take a lot of time, but you can do this. Okay, so here I will go to upload backdrop and select this image of a maze. Okay, I will click on open and the backdrop loads up. All right, this is the backdrop that we created using Paint. I do not want this, so I will delete this. I will be using this maze, this simple maze that I created using Canva. Okay, now I will go to code section. Now this is the code section of backdrop which I am not interested in, so I will click on sprite 1. Okay, now for this game we will not be using this sprite. Okay, and so I will delete this. I will choose a sprite using this option, and I will select an animal, that is this elephant. Okay, now the size of this elephant is very big, and so I will reduce it to probably 25%. Yes, so 25% is fine, and I will drag and drop it here. Okay, so this is where it will be. Now let us start writing codes. I will go to events, and here I will drag this block. This is when space key pressed. Okay, let me zoom in so that you can see it properly. Alright, so when space key pressed. Now we are writing the codes for this elephant. Now what do we want to happen? We want this elephant to move to the right when we press right arrow key on the keyboard. Correct? And so here, instead of space, I will select right arrow. Okay? When right arrow key is pressed, what should happen? That is what we have to write here. So what should happen when the right arrow key on the keyboard is pressed? This elephant should move to the right. Correct? And so in motion we have move 10 steps. Okay? So I will select this and attach it here. Alright. Now I will press the right key on the keyboard and we will see the result here. Alright. So you can see that the elephant moves to the right by 10 steps when we press the right arrow key. Okay. Next, I will go to events, and once again I will drag this. Okay. And here I will select left arrow key and I will go to motion section and drag move 10 steps. Okay. Now here I will change this to left arrow. Okay. When left arrow key is pressed, what should happen? The elephant should move to the left. Correct? So let me press left arrow key on the keyboard and see the result. I am pressing left arrow key and it is moving to the right. This is because I have given move 10 steps here. So this has to be minus 10, meaning in the left side. Okay. So now I will press the left arrow key and you can see that the elephant moves in the left direction. Now here you can notice that the elephant moves to the left without pointing to the left, meaning its face is to the right but it is moving left. Now I do not want this. I want it to face to the left and then move 10 steps. And so I will bring this block. Okay. Point in direction 90. And I will lock it here. Okay. So when left arrow key is pressed, it has to point in direction. Which direction? Let us check here. We want it to point in this direction. Okay. Minus 90. Okay. Minus 90. So let us change this to minus 90. Okay. Minus 90. And let this be move 10 steps. Move minus 10 steps. Now let us check. So you can see it is pointing to the left. It is pointing to the left while moving both front and back. So I do not want this. I want it to point to the right when moving to the right. I want it to point to the left when moving to the left. And so I will bring in this block and I will put it here. Okay. So it has to point in the right direction. 90 is right, and move 10 steps when we press right arrow key. And it has to point in minus 90 and then move 10 steps, not minus 10. Okay. Now it is 10 steps because it is pointing to the left. Okay. Let us check this now. I will press right arrow key and it is pointing to the right. I will point to the, I'm pressing the left arrow key and it is pointing to the left. But there is a problem here. It is turning upside down when I hit the left arrow key. When I press the right arrow key, it is fine. But when I press the left arrow key, it is turning upside down. Okay. I do not want this. And so I will set the rotation style. Okay. So set rotation style. I will set it left right, meaning the rotation will only be along the horizontal axis. Okay. Left, right, and not like this. And when do I want this to happen? I want this to happen when we start the game. So I will go to events section and drag this when flag clicked and set it here. Okay. Now let us check the result. So it is moving to the right when I press the right arrow key, and it is turning upside down when we press the left arrow key. And this is because we have not clicked on the green flag. So let us click on the green flag and try this out. So I will click on the green flag, and you can see when I hit the right arrow key, it moves to the right properly, and when I hit the left arrow key, it properly faces to the left and moves. Okay. So we have achieved this. Good. Next, we want this elephant to move up and down also, right? Up and down also. And for that, we will use the up and down arrow keys on the keyboard. So instead of using all the three blocks once again, what I will do is I will right click on this and select duplicate. Okay. Now a duplicate block of 3 blocks will be available, which we can use. Now here I will change this to up arrow. Okay. And when up arrow is pressed, it has to point in up direction, and up direction is 0. Okay. And then it has to move 10 steps. And once again, I will right click on this and click on duplicate to duplicate the blocks. And here I will select down arrow and change this point in direction to down. How much is down? 180. Okay. And then we want it to move 10 steps. Okay. Now let me click on the green flag and see the result. So it is moving to the right when I press the right arrow key. It is coming down when we press the down key. When we press the up key or up arrow, it moves to the up direction. It moves in the up direction. And when we press the left arrow key, it moves in the left direction. All right. So this is fine. We have successfully written the codes for the elephant. Okay. Next, what should be done when the green flag is clicked? When the green flag is clicked, the elephant should start from here. Correct? This X and Y position. So let us check the X and Y position of this point. So it is minus 213 and 163. Let us round this off. Okay. So I will say minus 210 and this, let it be 160. Okay. Yes. So when this flag is clicked, the elephant should start from here. And so I will go to motion and use this go to block and set it here. Okay. When the green flag is clicked, the elephant should go to minus 210 and y 160, meaning it has to start from this point. All right. Yes. Next, if this elephant touches these walls, then once again it has to start from this point. Okay. Meaning we have lost that particular try. Okay. And so to achieve that, we will go to control section and we will use wait until block. What does this do? I will tell you in a minute. Now, in sensing, we have touching color block. Okay. Now, what should happen is, if this elephant touches this wall, which is of black color, then it has to reset and start from the beginning. Okay. So here, touching color, we do not want this color. So I will click on this and I will select this. Okay. You can set the color here, but it will not be accurate. We want this exact color to be selected. And so I will click on this and I will click. See, notice the small square at the center. So I will make that small square fall on this line, and when it is proper, I will click. Okay. Now, black color is selected. Now, notice here that this block has an odd shape, and this odd shape is available here, meaning we cannot fit this here. This doesn't have an indentation that goes and locks here, so we cannot fit it here or anywhere. But the same shape is available here, and so I will lock it here. Okay. So what we are saying is, wait until this elephant touches this color. Okay. And when it touches, what should happen? That is what we have to write here. Okay. Now what should happen when this elephant touches the walls of this maze? The elephant should go back to its initial point, which is this and this. Correct? And so I will go to motion section and select glide 1 seconds to x minus 210 and y 160. Meaning, wait until the elephant touches the black color, and when it touches the black color, okay, meaning the walls, glide in 1 second to this x and this y value. Okay. Now let me lock this here. All right. And let me arrange it like this so that we have some space. Okay. Yes. Now let us run this and see the result. I will click on go or the green flag. Now I am clicking the right arrow key and let us see what happens when the elephant touches the wall. So you can see that when the elephant touched the wall, it came back to its initial position. Now let me touch the wall once again. And now you can see that it doesn't glide back to its initial position. This is because this condition was satisfied one time. And that one time, this elephant came back to its initial position. And this condition is done. This checks only, or this works only for the first time. We have not made it to check again and again and glide back to this value. Correct? What do we want to happen? We want this elephant to come back here every time it touches this. And so we have to use this forever block here. Okay? Forever meaning every time. Every time. Check this. This is not one time only. You have to check this again and again and do this. That is what we are saying using forever block. Okay. Now let us try. I will click on the green flag and I will hit the right arrow key and it comes back to the initial position. I will come to the right and I will come down and it slides back. And I will come down here and I will touch the elephant and it comes back. So it is working fine. Let me stop the program. Okay, so far so good. Now, what is the aim of this game? The aim of this game is to find our way through the maze. Correct? Find our way to which point? Find our way to this point. But what is there here? Right now, nothing is there. Correct? So let us add a sprite and place it here. So I will go to choose a sprite and I will select food here and select bananas. Okay. I want bananas to be here. So let me reduce the size to 50. Okay. 50. And this is fine. Alright. So bananas are here. This elephant must come to the bananas. Okay. By finding its way through this maze. And when that happens, the game ends, meaning we win the game. Okay. So we have placed the banana here. Let us not write any codes for this right now. Let us go back to elephant and continue writing the codes. Okay. Next, what do we want to do? We want to end the game when this elephant reaches these bananas. Meaning, when this elephant touches these bananas. Okay. So let us write the codes now. Now here, I will select wait until and then I will go to sensing section and bring in this block. Okay. Touching mouse pointer. Now here we do not want anything to happen when this touches the mouse pointer. We want something to happen when this elephant touches these bananas. And so here I will click and select bananas. Okay. Bananas is available here since we have bananas sprite in our game. If it is not selected and if it is not available here, then bananas will not be available in this menu. Okay, in this drop down. All right. Now, touching bananas. Okay. So I will lock it here. Okay. So what we are saying here is wait until this elephant touches bananas. Okay. And now what do we want to happen when this elephant touches bananas? Let us make this elephant tell something. Okay. So I will go to looks and I will bring in this and lock it here. And here I will change this to yummy. Okay. And let it be for 2 seconds. All right. And after this, I want the game to stop. And so in control, we have stop all. So I will lock it here. Okay. I want to stop everything related to this sprite, this game. Okay. And this should be activated when we start the game. And so in events section, I will bring when flag clicked and attach it here. Okay. So let us check now. I will click on the green flag and I will move it carefully. I will move it carefully near the bananas. And I will make it touch the bananas. So it says yummy for 2 seconds and the game stops there. Okay. So this is fine. Now let me make this elephant tell something in the beginning. Okay. When we start the game. When we click on the green flag, let us make this elephant say something. So I will go to looks and I will bring in this say hello for 2 seconds and I will place it here. And here I will type please help me find the way. Okay. For let us say 5 seconds. Okay. If 5 is too much, let me keep 4 seconds. Okay. So let us see. Now I will click on the green flag and see the result. Now here it says yummy and stays here itself. Let me click on the green flag and you can see it is not working as we intended. Now this is because this elephant is already in this position touching the banana. And here we have said that wait until touching bananas and say yummy for 2 seconds. When we click this green flag, this condition would already be satisfied. And so everything will be stopped. Correct? And so the sprite elephant doesn't go here and start the game. So for this, what we have to change is the order of the blocks. In Scratch, the blocks will be executed line by line, meaning first this will be executed, then this, and then this. Okay. And right now we have go to in the third position. first, second, third. Now let us place this. Okay, let us place this in the first position. Let me select go to and make it be here. Okay, and then let it say this, and let me set the rotation style later, and now forever. Now what happens is, when the green flag is clicked, the elephant will first go to this point and then say this, and then this will happen, and then our game will start. Okay, so let me click on the green flag and see the result. So you can see that the elephant is here and it is saying, please help me find the way, for 4 seconds, and then the game starts. Okay, now it is fine. Let me touch the walls and you can see it glides back to the initial point. Alright, now this is working fine. Now let me add one more message, and that is when this elephant touches the walls. Okay, so here I will say hello for 2 seconds, and I will put it in between wait until and this. Okay, so here I will say oh no, and I will keep it for 1 second. Okay, so let me run the program now, and let me make it touch the wall. Okay, oh no, and then after 1 second it glides back to initial position. All right, so far so good. Next, let me stop this. Let us make this slightly tough. Okay, let me bring in one more sprite, and let me select animals here, and let me bring which animal. Let me bring which animal would be fine. Okay, let me select lion. Okay, I will select lion, and lion is here, and I will change the size to 50. Okay, 50. Now what this lion will do is, it will keep on moving randomly on this stage. Okay, it will keep on moving randomly on this stage. Okay, now let us write the codes for it. I will go to events section and drag when flag clicked. Okay, now what do we want to happen with this lion? We want it to move, correct? So I will select glide 1 seconds to random position. We want this elephant to move randomly, okay, on this stage. So I will select and place it here, and let me check what happens. Yes, so it moves. It moved one time and it stopped because we have not used forever block here. And so let us go to control section and bring in this forever block and have it here. Okay, let me stop the game and play it once again. Okay, so now our aim is to move to the bananas, go to the bananas without touching the elephant. Okay, right now the elephant or the lion, without touching the lion, not the elephant, meaning the elephant should not touch the lion. So when we go, we have to be careful not to touch the lion. So it is touching the lion. I think this 1 second is very fast. Let us keep this 3 seconds. Okay, let us keep this 3 seconds and run the program. Now yeah, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. So the elephant is moving slowly, meaning we have time to move. All right, Now, we want the same effect of this elephant going back to its initial position when it touches the lion. Okay, when it touches the lion, it has to say, oh no, and then it has to go back to its initial position. Okay, meaning we want the same effect as that of touching the walls. So let us do that now. I will click on stop and I will come back to elephant, and here I will select when flag clicked, and I will duplicate this forever and attach it here. Okay, I will stop it, and I do not want it to touch color. Okay, so I will remove this and I will go to sensing and I will bring touching mouse pointer and lock it here. Okay, so I hope you can see it properly. Now here I will select lion. Okay, when flag is clicked, wait until elephant touches lion, and when it touches, say oh no for 1 second and glide back to initial position. That is what we are saying here. And we are saying the Scratch program to check for this condition again and again. So forever block. Okay. So let me click on the green flag and see if everything is working fine. So now I will start and I will deliberately make the elephant touch the lion. Let us say, let me wait here and let me see. Okay, it moved back quickly. Let me, yeah. So when the elephant touched the lion, it went back to its initial position. So you have to play the game so that you go to the bananas without touching the lion. Okay, yes, so this is the game. If you want to increase the toughness, if you want to make the level tough, you can decrease the gliding time of this elephant, or you can have one more animal here. All right, yes, so this is the game. Now try it out.